Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Henry.
Mike 17.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a carry for Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 17, Mike 17. 17's Mike, Mike 17.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Probably the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Check, 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 check. Value three. Value three. Check three. Check three. Check three. Turbo's out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got room. Pushing him away. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run. It's Gurley. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here we go. White 20. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 38 to Mike.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Watch twitch. Watch the twirl now. 17. 17. 17. Hey, Alpha.
38, Mike, 38.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
SOS. Kill. Check 52.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
It's taken to the 26. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hold on. Check. Super one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff connecting here with DJ Shark. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room here to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And his first carry, he loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
We go tonight. 180.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Come on. He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hard ball. Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he will find his man on the outside. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Going for it with Sanders, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Armstrong. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Off off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down to the 28-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They try right side here. Gurley. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way said, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Call. And a throw right sideline is complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end right.
From the gun, here's Goff. There goes a deep ball, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The extra point up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Rush in, rush in.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he'll find Hall. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ric Flair.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Move. Small.
Goff now looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's gone. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4.
Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another carry now for Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now Jackson on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree, Toby.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Check 59. Hey, Orbit. 59.
From the gun on third down. Gone. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On first down, it's Sanders. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. White 20.
59.
Value 3. Value 3.
Alert 3. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
On first down, gone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 7, Jackson flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Armstrong, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 17.
And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
6 guys are out. Shoot.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now, Goff. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Super one.
Another run here with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking